And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. Would like to start off, as usual, with a scripture. 1 John 4:1. Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. I ran across a clip, and I've done this before, and I've spoken about Bethel, the Bethel ministry out in Redding, California. It is pretty famous. Here it is right here. They're famous for their music. And have they put out great tunes? Of course they have, musically. But theologically, here's this one gentleman who was a big-time preacher, pastor at the Bethel ministry in California. Wow, how powerful he is.
And so I was doing the meeting. I was just sharing a testimony about how at my church we had started a resurrection team. And we made our seniors class fill out do not resurrect forms if they didn't want to be raised from the dead. It's true story. If you want to stay down, you got to do the paperwork, okay? It's just a good idea. It's just kind. It's kind, because people come back and they're mad. But I was just sharing that, that we were starting things just because we saw them in Scripture. And
that's Dan McCollum. He's a self-proclaimed pastor at the Bethel Church. Oh my goodness, it's just, you can look it up, Dan McCollum, Bethel Church. They claim that they resurrected this one little girl, or they tried to resurrect this one little girl during COVID. Did not work. There's so much out there you can look and see the claims they make that are not true, or should I say much evidence against their statements. You don't have to go look at the internet to see all the false resurrection claims and whatnot. Just listen to their preaching, to McCollum's preaching. When anyone says the cross is now not about forgiveness of sins, run, look at them.
When I realized that the cross was not about forgiveness of sin, sin was only the obstacle to God's real goal. Because sin had separated us from God and separated us from the glory of God. So I used to believe that Jesus only died for me to forgive me of sin. And then I realized that Jesus died as me to free me from the power of sin so he could fill me with the fullness of God. God's dream was always fullness. God wanted to fill you with the same thing that fills God himself.
Okay. False teaching. And Bethel Church in Redding, California is not a good place to get your theology from. Watch out. Is the music catchy? Yes. But their theology will send you